We're going to do a video analysis here on Wayne. Let's take Wayne into his leg lift up top. This is an updated video up top compared to about a month ago down below. So let's see the progress Wayne has made so far in his program. So up top, we're seeing a good weight shift right here. Leg lift, eyes on target. Good weight shift. You'll see his hips hinge forward right here while he loads that back leg. All right, solid start for sure. Glove side going towards home plate. If we take a look down below, we saw a lot more movement with the hands. That could be preference. Totally up to you, Wayne. We're seeing good hip shift as well, right here. And that back leg loaded as well. All right, down below it looks like you have a little bit more movement within the body, which can eventually throw you off. Looks like up top we're a little bit more simplified, but let's keep going. So now as Wayne starts to drive forward towards home plate, we're seeing a great position right here compared to down here. All right, so if you take a look up top, we got the front leg closed, back leg is loaded, eyes on target, front side going towards home plate, right at our target, arm path looking good, coming straight down and still leading with the hip forward towards our target. Down below where we started, you see that front leg start to fly open right away. Back leg is loaded, but we're leaking energy here because we're flying open with the front leg. And then the arm path is going right behind the back. Right, so huge difference here. Pretty crazy, only a few weeks of work, but when you're working every single day, this is the type of progress you can have. So now as we enter front foot strike, take a look down below where Wayne was versus now entering front foot strike in a much better position. Right away we're looking at that tuck on the front side, the glove, compared to out here on the bottom. I know it's a little blurry, but he's going straight out here. His arm is way behind him and also straight back. Whereas up here, up top, he's now in a position where he's leading with that elbow like we would practice, right? And he's closer to that 90-degree angle, which is where we want to be. All right, when we're landing on the top one, I know you're not pitching off of a mound, so that's going to be a big factor. I know you're working on getting a mound, which I'm excited to see your progress, because if you take a look at your back leg right here, right, you didn't fire your hips properly. And again, that could be just because of the surface, so I totally understand that. But otherwise, you've made tremendous progress in so many other places. So let's continue. All right, down below, we had good trunk movement, although it's kind of like you're reaching towards that chair and the sloppy front side. But again, we had to start somewhere. All right. Up top, see the follow through. See Wayne come through right here, where he's getting good up and down. Front leg pretty stable. And a good follow through, right? Good extension through the baseball. I anticipate this front leg locking out more when we get to a point where back here, we get this back hip firing. Is going to force his hips forward. Sorry, I switched this up. Back hip firing this way. It's going to force these hips forward, which would force the energy from the ground up to go through this leg and then lock it out better instead of the semi-bent right here. So that's a lot of potential energy you have, Wayne, which I'm excited to get you using more of. And then again, down below, kind of just falling forward. So I give you a lot of props, man. I mean, this is not easy stuff, and to make this amount of progress in literally 3 or 4 weeks is pretty remarkable. and it's only up from here. All right, so if you just take a look from here when you were throwing compared to where you're at now, I mean, that is a huge difference right there, man. And you look like a big, strong guy. I know you've been pushing some pretty serious weights in the program I built you. So I expect this to only go up. Once we get those hips a little bit more mobile and get you really driving off that back hip, launching forward, which I want you to focus more of on your medicine ball throws, you're going to be in a really, really good spot. So the main things I want you to work on are trying to explode through that back hip right here. I could send you some information on that if you need it, but take a look at Spencer Strider. He'll give you a good reference. And then continue to just get stronger in that lower half. So as we have that added energy going towards the front leg, it can multiply through velocity through your arm. Arm path wise looks really good. I mean, you caught on to that really quickly. Continue to work on that and continue to make that as comfortable as possible, as well as that strong front side. Awesome job, Wayne.